Hi guys, this is our first video in a series of training videos on audiovisual at Ooltewah SDA Church. In this first video, we're just going to look at our startup and shutdown process for the audio booth. Just basically a quick overview is what to do when you arrive and at the end of the service. So first thing we do, of course, is we're going to turn on all our equipment. And the first step in doing that is going to the power conditioner sequencer and hitting the on switch, which is this one here. There's only one on switch, that's just a fuse, it's not actually anything that pressed, but when you turn that to on, you'll see this blue light and those green lights come on, and then most of our equipment will turn on. The other equipment that we want to turn on, we'll need to use these remotes for, and they're usually on this shelf on the side wall there, next to the monitor. So we've got this black remote and we've got this white remote. The first one we'll use is the black remote. And so we're going to point to the screens and just go ahead and turn those on. Of course, point and shoot. The on button is located on the right side. If I can get in front, there we go. The right side there, that's our on button. And so just point and shoot. What's a little bit tricky is sometimes if you don't turn them on together, when you turn one screen on, you'll turn off the other one. So just be attentive to that. And don't forget to turn on the screen in the back. So we make sure that all our screens are on. Next thing we want to do is turn on the other equipment using this white remote. And there's 5 buttons here. The left side is on, the right side is off. So we're going to turn on all of the equipment and we'll just go down the list. And I like to do it 2 or 3 times just to make sure that the signal actually went through and that we turned on all the equipment. When you do that, you'll notice the signal come on the TV. That'll turn on the transmitters in the front of the church, the wireless microphone transmitters, and it'll also turn on the speakers. And so in order to make sure that the speakers are on, you gotta look for this blue LED that is at the bottom of the speaker. You can barely see it, but it's there. It's a little light at the bottom of the speakers. Make sure that they're on for both the left and the right speakers. If you need to walk up to the front to do that, go for it, but it's important to make sure that those speakers are on. After we've done that, we'll go ahead and hop on the computer and just make sure that one Pro Presenter is open. And then we'll also make sure that the ATEM software control is open and it's detecting the ATEM. So there it is. If you see all of these buttons, that means it's detecting the switcher. So that's good. You can go back to Pro Presenter and then make sure that the audience button is turned on, and that'll actually display our screen on the TVs there if we're using Pro Presenter. Next, go ahead and uncover the mixer, and let's go ahead and turn our main speaker volume all the way up to 0. And if it's not already there, what I usually like to do, at least just for starters, is make sure that each microphone is set around -15, so it's in between the -10 and -20. And that's just a good starting point since we don't really know how loud the person is going to be who's using the microphone today. And then the red one, which is the one at the moment that we use for the piano most of the time, I'll set that one to -25. So that's just kind of a quick setup. With that, all of our microphones, all of our screens, our computers ready to go.